So we're at the Tanjong Segambut plant, historical CKD plant where lots of cars have been made, I think millions of cars at this point. And we have a special preview of their next project, the TQ WULING Bingo. So they just signed an agreement with Wuling. Tanjong and Wuling are going to start a new brand in Malaysia. By the end of the year, they're going to launch this car or a variant of this car with the TQ WULING brand name. So the specs have not been finalized for Malaysia, but what they are promising us is that it's going to be under 100,000 ringgit. And the first car, the Bingo based car, will be a lot like what we're seeing here. So we can look at this as a preview of what's to come. It's a very small car, something like a Myvi sized electric vehicle. The question is, will it come before Perodwa's EV lands in the market? Now let's go and have a closer look at the car and see what we can expect in the coming months. So, as you can see from the exterior, very rounded look. It's got a lot of curves for sure, and a lot of economical cars, usually the design is put in second place. There's other considerations to think about. But over here, it's clear that they put a bit more attention on the way the car looks. It's very presentable. You wouldn't think of this as a poor man's EV. It's actually quite nicely put together. One thing interesting though, because it is a little bit more budget oriented than your typical EV, you get 15-inch wheels. I think that's the smallest wheels I've ever seen on an EV. On this side, you got your DC charging port, and on the other side, you got AC charging. So a little bit different. Usually it's all in one place. This time they split it up. And we can come down to the side here. Simple chrome garnish here, here and here. Proportions of almost the smart hashtag one if you squint your eyes a lot. Yeah, blacked out roof. I wonder if that's going to be a thing that you charge extra for. Yeah, let's check out the back. Yeah, over here I'm getting a bit of the Aura 07 vibe. And in fact, the Aura Good Cat also has this kind of curvy design language to it. People say it's retro inspired. I think it's just curvy. It doesn't really look retro inspired to me. Your boot release is down here. And this is what the boot looks like. Might be a bit dark. Let me turn on my flashlight. Can you see anything? So it's a pretty small boot if you actually look at some of the other segment rivals. But you got like a split tailgate thing, a split floor thing here. Oh, so this car came from Thailand, it looks like. On this side, you also got another box with your charger. Yeah, all these look like kind of removable, so I think you can take everything off and just have a really deep chasm down there and load things in. Depends on you how you want to configure your car. And the back seats are 50-50 split. Sometimes, most cars will be 30-70 or 60-40, but this one is 50-50. A lot of hatchbacks are 50-50 actually. Yeah, so you fold these seats back and you got a decently sized EV. But now let's check out the back seats. So I'm 6 foot tall. Let's see how it fits. Over here the floor is very high, I think because the battery is taking up so much space in this small car. So someone with long legs like this, you're going to have a floating thigh support thing going on here. Not very comfortable, but for short journeys it's fine. You get seat pockets here. The material is really soft. Doesn't feel very high quality, but it doesn't feel bad. It's not that cheap feeling leather. It's just not the best that I've seen. But the color scheme is interesting. Normally when you get a budget car, they just go for all black or grey. Here it's interesting. You got beige and brown. No armrest at the back, but you got ISOFIX points, so you can put a child seat here. And yeah, I think that's it. Is there a third safety belt in the middle? I don't think so. So it looks like this is a strictly 4-seater car. That's interesting. Now let's check out the front. Okay, it should be a bit better in the front for me, but it's a little bit tight right now. The good thing is the driver's seat is powered. Front passenger is manual control. You got a rotary knob for your gear selection, electric parking brake and auto hold. Couple of cup holders here. Aircon controls, thankfully, they're all physical buttons. And up here you got two 10.25-inch displays. So even though it's a budget car, it doesn't feel very cheap in here. And there's at least 2 airbags. We can see one here and one here. I'm sure the final spec will give you more airbags on the curtain and all that. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, interesting. Look at that. I've not seen a light configuration like that. There's one big white LED and a slide-in knob. Oh yeah, hazard lights are up here as well. So that's it. That's the WULING Bingo EV. It'll probably be a little bit different when it comes out with the TQ WULING Malaysian version, but this is what you can expect lah. They say the price is going to be below 100,000. Whether that means 70 or 80 or 90,000, we don't know. Hopefully it hits 70,000 because that's, I think, a sweet spot price for this kind of car. You know, people upgrading from a Myvi or considering a Myvi can actually think about going electric. If it's closer to 90,000, then your options are very close at the 120,000 ringgit mark. You know, there's a lot of competition at that point. Alright, I'm Subhash from dsf.my. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.